Welcome to Brainthropology. This portion of our podcast is about mindfulness meditation, and we believe it is important to practice mindfulness every day. I'm really honored that you're here joining us in this podcast today. Thanks. Hi, welcome to the second half of our podcast. Today's meditation is on alleviating difficult moods. I will sound the bowl 1 time to start the meditation and 3 times to end the meditation. In our previous session, we explored Vedana. Vedana refers to quality or tone of feelings, either pleasant, unpleasant, or neither pleasant or unpleasant. Today we're going to investigate ways to alleviate difficult moods, such as depression or anxiety, which we experience as unpleasant. These are some tools to help you to cope, but they can't replace therapy. They're just meant as helpful tools when you have a difficult mood. Bring your attention to your posture. Be aware of the body that you are in. Feel the weight of your body being supported by the chair, and under the chair, the earth. In a few moments, we'll do a brief body scan, observing areas of ease and areas of tension in the body. Appreciate those areas of ease or neutral valence and breathe into the areas of tension, softening them. As we meditate, we start with focusing our attention on one of 3 objects: the breath, bodily sensations, or sound. Today we'll start with the breath as our focus of attention. Breathe in through the nostrils. Imagine if there was a feather 2 inches away from your nose, and you breathed in and out, that you would not disturb that feather. Breathe in slowly, deeply, and fully. As you get to the height of your inhalation, pause, and then slowly exhale, emptying the lungs. Do that again, breathing in deeply, aware that you're taking in refreshment, nourishment. Pause. And as you slowly let your breath out, release any tension or mental worry. And for the 3rd time, breathe in slowly, filling the lungs. Pause. Then breathe out slowly, imagining or seeing your breath as you exhale streaming forward 12 inches. Stay with your attention on your breath, noticing where you're most aware of it. Breathing in fully and deeply. Breathe into your face and head. Bring awareness to the face and the head. Breathing out, release and let go. Breathing in fully and deeply, bring awareness to the shoulders. Breathe into your shoulders. Breathe out and relax. Breathing in fully and deeply, bring awareness to the arms and hands. Breathing out, release and let go. Breathing in fully and deeply, breathe into your chest and pelvic girdle to the front of your torso. Then breathe out, feeling calm. Breathing in fully and deeply, breathe into your torso in the back, your shoulder blades, the rib cage, the buttocks, and breathe out, letting go. Breathing in fully and deeply, breathe into your legs and feet. Bring awareness to the legs and feet. Breathing out, release, letting go. Breathing in fully and deeply, breathe awareness to your whole body. Breathing out, release, and let go. Let go. Recall a time recently when you've experienced stress or when you've experienced difficult mood states like depression or anxiety. Often when we encounter stress and difficult mood states, we turn away from them. We might just try to block it out of our mind, always a temporary fix. Or we might get too busy and preoccupied with tasks to fill our time in order to push those thoughts away. That is our habit. Today I'm going to ask you to recall and to witness a time when you were very stressed or had a difficult mood like depression. Several examples may come to mind. Just select one scenario. Do not get involved with the story. Simply observe yourself at that time when you had great stress or negative mood state. Be specific in your observations. Notice the space or room you were in at the stressful time, if anyone was there with you, if you had an argument or disagreement, how you felt. Recall the places you felt this emotion in your body, any areas of tension or holding. We're going to begin to learn a technique, only in part today, for dealing with emotions. It has an acronym, RAIN, R-A-I-N, which stands for recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. The first step in dealing with difficult emotional spaces is to recognize what you're pushing away. It is very difficult to deal with, let's say, a workplace criticism or a friend who has rejected you. But your emotional state will only change if you face it, not if you push it away or try to deny it. You have to recognize what it is that you are rejecting, denying, or pushing away. And then you have to practice allowing that emotion or group of emotions and sensations to be. You have to make space for it. We often deny reality because it is painful to let certain emotions arise and be present. However, as soon as we recognize and allow those difficult feelings, we start to have a different relationship to them. A middle-aged woman was at a meditation retreat. She was having a difficult emotional time and talked to one of the leaders. She was a caretaker for her parents. She realized that what she was so upset about was she had fear about her parents dying. And she was crying deeply about that. She really did not like that she was so upset. The leader said, "Oh, you don't like it. It's very good that you recognize that. That is part of the practice. Recognizing things you don't like is part of the practice. It is okay to have fear." As soon as she heard this from the leader, her body relaxed and accepted the reality of her feelings. She began to get insight and to allow the fear to be there. The woman shared that allowing the fear to be openly present stopped the feeling of being unpleasant, and it became just fear. So spend a few moments recapturing the scenario that you want to use for this meditation about a difficult mood or experience. Recreate it in your mind without getting involved, witnessing that experience. Now, let that image or memory recede to the background, yet remain aware of it. Begin by inhaling, taking a deep breath, and then holding it for 5 seconds. Then gently exhale and consciously relax. Check your body with a brief body scan, noticing areas of tension and areas of ease. Appreciate the areas of ease and see if you can breathe to those body areas that are tense. Take a second deep breath, as deep as you can, and then hold it. Count for 5 seconds. And as you exhale, just imagine that you are blowing out all your stress or difficult emotion. Or if it's easier, imagine exhaling very slowly, letting the stress leave little by little until it's completely gone. Take a third deep breath and hold it. And as you exhale, blow out any stress you've been holding on to, saying to yourself, "Relax now." What do you observe? Is there a change in how you feel in relationship to the difficult event once you did some deep breathing? This can be your new behavior to stress or to a difficult emotion. Whenever you become stressed or have to deal with a difficult emotion in the future, simply take 3 full in and out deep breaths, holding it at the top of the inhalation for 5 seconds, and when you exhale, blow out or release any stresses that you feel. And on the third breath, as you exhale, simply say to yourself, "Relax now." Try these 3 breaths on your own. Again, keeping the image or memory in the background, but remaining aware of it. Realize that in the future, you can choose to be relaxed during times of stress or difficult emotion. As we practice and step back to observe our reactions, we create space to generate new responses to old problems. This space allows us to choose. It lets us decide how we're going to react to the stress or difficult mood. We are not locked into patterns of reactivity. You can choose to be calm. You can choose to be in control. Your health is important to you, and really it's natural for us to be healthy and happy. For the suffering that we encounter, and we all suffer, we can pause and choose not to react in typical unhealthy patterns. Our attitude towards difficult times, difficult moods, can be one of clear seeing, of staying balanced on 2 feet. It's helpful to make positive statements to yourself. So you can say, each day I get better and better. Or, in order to make a change, I challenge myself. Try saying that to yourself. Each day I get better and better. See what it feels like. And in order to make a change, I challenge myself. Change is not comfortable. In fact, it is inconvenient. So if you feel comfortable with the change you're making, you're probably not extending yourself enough. When you have a negative thought, acknowledge that you feel that way, and then release it. When another negative thought arises, or the same negative thought arises, catch it quickly and say with confidence, I acknowledge that part of me feels this way, but this thought does not help me right now. Each day, I get better and better. Whenever I am presented with feelings of stress, I know my breath is there to soothe me and guide me into relaxation. Another antidote to difficult moods and stress is to focus on that for which you are grateful. Every single day, you can become more aware of all the good things going on around you, in your home, in your community, and in the world. Happiness has a simplicity to it. Be grateful, especially for those allegedly small things, like a comfortable pair of socks, or allowing yourself to take joy in the season, clean drinking water. If you feel that darkness is surrounding you, you know the way to see light is to take 3 deep breaths, relaxing your mind and body. Remember, each day I get better and better. And in order to make great change, I challenge my thoughts. Another strategy for coping with negative mood states is whenever you find yourself having negative, unproductive thoughts, you will immediately say to yourself the word stop. Let me repeat that to you so it's perfectly clear. Whenever you find yourself having negative, unproductive thoughts, you can say immediately to yourself the word stop. And as soon as you say the word stop, you'll find that the negative thoughts you are having disappear. This gives you the opportunity to start a new positive thought process. It is very powerful to do this work and to try it every day. You can change your life for the better. Carry this with you through the week, using the 3 breaths to move towards calm, as well as the command to stop when you're having negative thoughts. Practice being aware of Vedana or feeling tone, of pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. You can do a light mental noting of any feeling, sensation, or thought. Notice the affective push, the effect that Vedana has on the actions you take. Recognize and allow difficult moods. Make space for them. Observe them. Meditation is meant to help you see reality, to work with what is really happening inside you and around you. Make space every day for gratitude. In a few moments, I'll sound the bowl, and when the sound fades away, gently open your eyes and perhaps stretch the body. That concludes today's meditation. Thank you so much for joining us.